Hello there, friends. Thanks for joining my channel today. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. Today we are going to tackle this front porch and we are going to make it ready for spring. So thanks for being here. This is what we're working with today. It is very, I don't know, neglected. Those are new planters at the front on either side of the door, a new rug, and new pillows. And I just put them in place after I got them. All three of those are from Costco, and they were very affordable. Especially the planters, because we were looking at some concrete planters, and they are so expensive and also very heavy. So I told Fred, I was like, I don't necessarily want the concrete ones because once they're in place, I won't be able to move them. And like, what if I don't like the placement or we want to put something else there, then I won't be able to do that by myself. So they were very pretty. They didn't have any black ones either at Costco. So I found these, and I think these might have been $29.99 each, which is pretty good for that big of a planter, I think. And they're very good quality. They also have a little shelf that you build. You'll see this, but that makes you not have to fill the whole thing up with soil or usually I'll put bottles or plastic containers or whatever in there to make it not need so much soil. But let's get to the star of the show, which are these covers here. I got these from Amazon. They are built like a fitted sheet, and they were $39.99 for 8 of them, which I think is amazing. So if you have outdoor patio cushions that are square, you can get these for like $40 and you'll have a whole new set. So like these cushions, I've never liked the color of these cushions because they're more green than I thought. I've had them for probably 5 years. So the quality, the chairs and the cushions came as a set of 2 each, and they're from Home Depot, but it was back in like 2019 probably, so they've held up. Like the cushions look amazing. They've probably faded, but I just, every once in a while, I'll sew covers for them, and then the covers get bad, and this porch gets a ton of sun, and so they get faded and almost dry rotted. So this is just such a good inexpensive option to update the color and to make these cushions look brand new. And they're very soft too, so I'm not sure if they're waterproof. They might be water resistant, but I'm not sure. I'll leave a link down below so that you can look at them and see. This is the only color that I thought would look good with my house. My dogs are trotting around in the background, sorry. But oh, we got a toy now. But I would have liked like a dusty blue color. They had a lot of different colors to choose from and a lot of patterns, but I knew I had these black and white striped pillows, so I knew that I wanted a solid color, and this I thought looked really good, or I thought it might. You never know, with Amazon, like what the actual color is going to be with anything you buy online, really. So I was pleased with these. They were pretty, they're not very bright. I know they're kind of coming off as like more blue, but they look good, and I think they look good with the pillows, and they look really good from the road. So I'm excited. I'm very pleased with these. The pillows were from Costco. I think they're $12.99 each, which is also very good for this size of an outdoor pillow. They had some blues, they had some beige colors, so they had a lot of different colors. Not a lot. They might have had like 3 colors, different colors to choose from, but I thought the black and white would look really good because I found also at Costco that rug. That's not an outdoor rug, but this patio is covered, and so I thought it would be fine. But I think the rug might have been either $19.99, something like that, something in the teens, I believe. Now Millie did get a hold of it and pulled out like the tufts of the carpet, but I just trimmed them back and then took a lighter and burned them to where they melted and made it more like permanent there. So I was like, oh, this rug is ruined, but I thought I'd try that trick and that worked. You know, like if you cut a rope or something and you burn the edge to make it not unravel, that's kind of what I did for the rug. But it didn't take me long to do this part, and I mean, just that picture right there makes such a difference. My mom got me that pretty wreath that's on my door for my birthday, and I ended up in when I was decorating for spring inside, which I have a video of that also coming up soon, so stay tuned. But I added some carrots to that I had got at the thrift store, and it looks super cute. But let's go ahead and put the rest of this last of this cover on, and then we're going to move on to the planters. When we were watching, I'm probably Instagram, my husband really is a shopper, a targeted shopper on social media. Like, they send him all the ads, and he literally buys so many things off of Instagram. And I'm like, they got your number, boy. They've got your number. But somebody was shopping at Costco on Instagram or something, and they showed these big planters that had hydrangeas in them for like maybe $150 or something like that, which isn't terrible. I mean, they looked really good and they were nice and stuff, but which we would have bought those because we kind of specifically went there to get those, but they didn't have them at our Costco, and I couldn't find them online either. So I think that was a catfish. But we did find these planters, so let me show you how to build this shelf inside. It's very easy. It comes with this little thing, and then you clip these 4 pieces on that make it a little bit bigger, and there's only one way they'll go, which is nice. I love when that happens. And then you just set it in there, and there's a little lip for that to sit on, and it cuts the planter almost in half. And so then you would put your soil in and plant your plant, which, you know, when it warms up, I probably am going to use these as real planters, but for now, this is not the way to do this. Okay, so I got some hydrangeas off Amazon, and you'll see they were not exactly what I expected, but they are pretty. But I'm probably gonna have to change them out because it doesn't look good, the final product. But I just put some cardboard in there to get it really high and have something to put the hydrangeas in, because they're stems. I kind of thought they were going to be potted for some reason, but they're not. And so I can't decide if I'm going to get some floral foam to make a little square and shove them in there, and then just get some greenery from Walmart or something, which wouldn't be terrible. Or should I just get some fake hydrangea plants? They have some I saw on Amazon for they're like $120. I'm like, God, I'm kind of not trying to spend more money out here. So I don't know. Stay tuned. I'll let you know what I decide. But anyways, this is going to just give us the idea of what this could look like if, you know, everything I bought had worked out exactly like I thought. The hydrangeas, I'll link them below. They're so pretty too and very affordable. Like, they would look really good in a vase, but I got them out and I'm like, oh my God, I got to build these. Is this IKEA? Did I get IKEA flowers? But they came together pretty quick. So it was like 1 stem, 1 flower, and 2 leaves per. But look how pretty they are. And y'all, I'm going to tell you a confession, okay? I can't keep a hydrangea alive to save my life. I can sometimes keep the plant alive, but not get any flowers. And then in the front yard and the backyard, it gets so hot here, it like burns them to a crisp. So let me know, what am I doing wrong? Because they say full sun, but I think that might be a lie. And how much water, when do I water them? I don't know if I know I'm not drowning them, because they look like Kentucky Fried Chicken out there. Like, they are crisp, burned. Poor little guys. But I love hydrangeas, and I would love to have just some. Wouldn't this house look so good with just like 1,000 hydrangeas in the front? So southern, you know. But don't dare do that, because they're expensive and they're gonna die. Like, I know me, and I know these hydrangeas. So I don't know. Let me know. Am I destined to just have fake hydrangeas in my house? Maybe. And that's okay. If you're new here, this is my sweet puppy Millie. She is just the sweetest little thing. She's a little mini Dotson. I think she's probably 11 weeks now, and she is my little Velcro dog. And I keep her just with me like this, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to start putting her on a leash probably to get her used to it. But she's so sweet and cute. I also have two other dogs. One dog right now is snoring in the background of this video. That's per usual. That's what he does in these videos. And then I have a big Doberman. That's who squeaks the ball. And if you hear walking around, that's the Doberman because he's 100 pounds. So, yeah, it's a wild ride. That's Millie barking now. So we're gonna, I took the cardboard from one of the boxes and I cut a little hole in it to see if I could get it to hold these. And then I used a rubber band that was holding something together in these packages and just kind of loosely put them together here. Now this is not the finished product, remember, but I did want to kind of see what it looked like. We're going to get started on the next basket box. I said a box of hydrangeas, and that was somebody's hair that had packaged this, so that was nice. But it was such a beautiful day. Like, it was chilly, but I had on my sweatsuit, and then it was sunny, and my little dog was running around with her jingle bell on, so it was nice to get out here. I will say there was already some pollen on the porch, which is crazy. I just feel like this year's flying by. I do love about North Carolina that we have 4 seasons where I live. So we have a good spring, a good summer, a good fall, and a good winter, and they're very different here. So that's just so nice, I think, because it gives you something to look forward to. But like, I've really tried to enjoy every season and not look forward to another season. The only season that I constantly think about is Christmas, because I'm literally Buddy the Elf. I literally yesterday was like, I'm pretty sure it's time to start listening to some Christmas music. That's just who I am. It's in my nature. It gives me joy. So today, probably while I'm doing some house cleaning, I might blast some Christmas music, but we'll see. But I do like that about this front porch too, is that I can just sit here and look at, you know, the leaves change or the leaves fall, or, you know, the neighbor has a weeping cherry tree, so it's huge too, and so it's like this huge tree that has these long strings of pink petals, and they just blow in the wind, and so they really blow into our yard. And you can see, honestly, on the ground there, those little dots, those are weeping cherry trees. So I wasn't super pleased with the hydrangea situation. So I had also got these cabbages from Hobby Lobby, so it's going to add those to this and see if I like that, which I love these cabbages. I don't end up leaving them outside, but I think they're just so cute and pretty, and they're huge. And, you know, Hobby Lobby spring shop's always 40% off, and then their florals on this day, which I think is this whole week, they were also 40% off. So I went a little nuts in the floral department. You'll see that on my spring decorate with me that I'll be posting. But, you know, it just is the best time to get them. And they had such a good selection. So on this side, I cut the hole a little bigger, anticipating putting the cabbage in there. And then I actually bent some of the stems so that the hydrangeas would be a little bit more secure in there. When I tell you that I absolutely hated that, I took it out. I was like, no, we're just going to have these pretty hydrangeas. I thought about getting you know, I've already said this, but maybe going to Walmart today and getting some floral foam, shoving those in there, getting a bunch of greenery maybe. They have good greenery at Walmart, and shoving that in there and building that up, and then do like a fake layer either of moss or the brown little twiggy things. I don't know what that is. At this point, I'm like, should I put something else in there to make it a little taller? Which I did put some of the like packaging in there to floof it up a little bit, and then the cardboard. So that's just a trick you can do to make things higher. You can even plant plants on top of that stuff, and it helps with the drainage. But yeah, so we'll just call this a work in progress. Better than it was, but not quite finished. And just like that, my quick little patio budget-friendly makeover was complete. So I'm doing the worst part of any project, which is cleaning up after myself. I absolutely loathe this part, but I do like it when it's all nice and clean. So this was just a quick little, you know, welcome to spring house, but I do need to get out here and paint the patio and paint the brick one more time. We are going to have the whole house painted at some point, but this is the final product, y'all, and I'm so happy with how this turned out. I think the blue coordinates a lot better with the house, and it doesn't like clash with the shutters. There's my little sweet helper. And yeah, I think it looks good. I love the little bee on the mat and the bee that's sitting up on the table over there, and I think it all just really ties in well. What do you guys think? So let me know in the comments what you think about it, and I'll be sure to make sure that I leave the links for the patio cushions and the hydrangeas for Amazon. Here's a reminder of what it looked like, and the after's coming up soon. But thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.